Welcome to my channel. If I give you $100,000, let you live with this beautiful woman in front of you for 21 days, provided you don't bring food, without water or even clothes, in addition to finding a way to build shelters, looking for food, it is also necessary to prevent various accidents from happening. If people in this room are good at something, you can sign up and have a try. This issue's challenge location, located on a desert island in eastern Australia. It's uninhabited all year round. The temperature is hot, with very severe natural weather. In addition to that, there are also deadly white-tipped sharks in the sea, and wild giant eels that smell black and white stripes. The female contestants who came to challenge this time, I think it's still beautiful. Alana has been working in the sale of luxury goods. In addition to my job, he also particularly likes outdoor sports. I have loved fishing and hunting since I was a child. He has great confidence in life. And the male contestant participating in the challenge is named Priest. He is currently an alcohol recovery coach, specifically responsible for abstaining from drinking alcohol for those who drink. In addition to that, he's a veteran. He spent more than 10 years in the army. He has great confidence in this challenge. The only thing to worrying about is the fear of not being able to hold down the wall. After reaching the birth point, the two quickly took off their clothes. Then they met naked on the beach. For the first time, I was at ease with a stranger. This filled both of their hearts with embarrassment. They greeted each other a little bit. Next, he began to check the supplies he brought. Sith chose to bring a machete, and Alana had a flint. Open the map and study the next route first. They will survive on this uninhabited island for 21 days. The current priority is to head to the interior of the island first. Find a campground. Take a look at the road. Can you find fresh water? But I think it's easier said than done. Walked along the jungle for 2.5 hours straight. The two of them shouted at the thorns under their feet. I can't take it anymore. They walked through the woods again to the coast. And there was fresh water on the ground. Looks like I'll be spending the night here tonight, but the first priority is to raise the firefly first, since it was Alana who brought the ignition. Keith on the side says it's up to him to live. This left Alana speechless. Helpless. I can only squat on the ground and try, and Keith goes around looking for dry firewood. Fortunately, the environment here is very dry. The dragon burns effortlessly. I didn't expect it, but to solve the fire source problem as soon as they started. Then they filled 2 large tanks of fresh water with bamboo, heated directly in the fire, likely to explode. So the chicken wire puts the red-hot stone in and heats it up. However, I don't know if it is a stone problem or this method doesn't work. I put several water in a row, but it still doesn't boil. I can't wait to pour it into my mouth and taste it. From the taste, it is still not safe to drink. In desperation, they can only think of other ways. But now it's getting late. The two can only start building shelters first. Fortunately, the island is very rich in materials, using bamboo and brown donkey industry. They quickly put up the shack. As night falls, due to the hot weather, the two did not sleep together. Wait until the next day, the two began searching for water on the island again. Based on years of military experience, a brown elm in Kiska. Trees get their water from inside. I think everyone is familiar with this operation. However, after tasting one bite, the two almost died of acid. Dude, this smell is really capped. I don't know how Desi next door drank it. Keep going. They discovered a coconut tree. Coconuts are rich in water. It's not a problem if you can get a few for a week. So the priest thought of cutting down trees. He wanted to go to great lengths to cut down the coconut palms. But Alana thinks it's a waste of effort. It's obvious, proof of insufficient energy consumed and obtained. However, his teammates don't care what he thinks at all. Just pick up the machete and start slashing. I didn't expect the trunk of a coconut tree to be true. After 2.5 hours in a row, he still didn't put his head down. In this way, the time soon came to the afternoon. After more than 4 hours of hard work, Keith finally managed to plant the coconut tree. However, when he went to cut open the coconut, but found that there were no branches and leaves in it at all. These coconuts are not yet ripe. It has no value whatsoever. That means we've just had a very busy day. In order not to hit his teammates, Alana wasn't lying. Just a sacrifice on the other side. She came to the beach alone to calm down. In the blink of an eye, the 3rd day has arrived. The two must find fresh water today. Otherwise, if you don't drink water for 3 days, it is easy to be next door. Continue to start towards the police inside the island. However, I went around the island. Nothing was found either. Soon they were back by the sea, looking at the clear and clean rain on the ground. I don't care if it's clean now. Alana is just lying on the ground and having a drink. Then the priest couldn't help but get thirsty and lay down. The two lay on the ground and gave their stomachs a brain injection. After finishing, he returned to the camp satisfied. Nightfall. It's still raining heavily. On a desert island, this weather has its advantages and disadvantages because it can store enough fresh water. However, the two people at this time did not have this idea at all, only hoped to get a good night's sleep. Wait until the 5th day. Alana starts collecting rainwater with bamboo tubes, and then Keith had some bad news. I don't know if it was the last time I drank fresh water. Now his stomach is very uncomfortable. But Alana didn't feel that way. He persuaded Keith to go back to the camp to practice first, find your own way to solve the rest. However, as a major part of the team, leave all the work to women. It's hard not to feel guilty, and so came the 6th day. The symptoms of shredded chicken have not improved, but it made him start to think about retiring. Returning to camp, he told his teammates about it. Hearing the disappointment on Alan's face here, after all, the game has only just begun. If he leaves, I won't be able to make it to the end alone. Hisseth naturally understood what his teammates were thinking. After thinking about it for more than half an hour, he didn't want to disappoint his teammates and his family. So I planned to hold on for a few more days to see. Then the two men went around to collect brown donkeys, build a roof. I was lucky to find a bunch of bananas on the way. This was a lifesaver for them. We went back to the campsite and had lunch. A little bit of energy. The two of them lasted a few more days because of this, until the 8th day. I wanted to chop a few bamboos and take them back to make a kettle. As a result, Alana suddenly felt dizzy. In desperation, I had to sit on the ground to rest first, and the body of the teammate, the driver, is not very normal. This is obviously due to nutritional deficiencies. To take care of the feelings of teammates, wait until the 11th day. They started coming to the beach in search of protein. However, these animals are notoriously difficult to catch, running very fast at the slightest movement. When the two cooperate with each other, also successfully caught a small crab. Just then, a sea suddenly swam in the water. According to the tattoo on the body, snakes should be very difficult to mess with. The chicken thorn wanted to subdue it with a knife. As a result, it made a mistake and still let it escape. Unfortunately, the two had no choice but to return to the camp. As for tonight's dinner, only a small roasted crab. Complete protein supplementation. Nightfall. Just as the priest was about to sleep, but suddenly lost consciousness. All over. That's not good news. In a hurry, the program team immediately took him to the hospital. Looking like this, I'm afraid I won't be able to wake up in a short time. The doctor concluded that it should be taken off water and extremely tired employees. In this case, the game must not continue. And then I can only rely on Alan. Fast approaching day 14. Alana had to juggle the camp alone. All the work in the field, in search of protein. He also made a special handful of fish tea. This generation of sharks loves to hang around the shore. I wanted to see if I could catch a few. However, according to his strength, it can be imagined. Tried a dozen times and failed. Without a companion. Sleeping alone at night and even a little scared. Wait until day 16. Today Alan only ate some bananas. When they came to the shore to search, luckily I caught a crab. It's too late to start cooking now. He enjoyed the sashimi directly. Then the next few days depended on starvation coating. Soon came the 21st day. Finally made it to the day to go home. Opened the map and studied the route. He had to go all the way south along the coast. And we walked up the hill to a commanding height. Soon a helicopter arrived slowly. The current wilderness trip also ended successfully.